Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. Opening day 2022 on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shanley. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
Your 2022 Cleveland Guardians.
Just about set to go now. Now the starting pitcher in this one. Number 17. Chris, how about a scouting report?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
So just about set. Leading off, Jose Altuve. The 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And here it comes. In the air, right side of the infield. Pena should have this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. It features a great veteran presence, Minnie Minoso.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Now here is Minnie Minoso. And a pitch. 3-2 now. One down, base is empty. That one the other way. Has some trouble with it. He doesn't have a throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Batting third.
Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next up for the Royals, Rafael Palmeiro. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Rafael Palmeiro with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
First and second, one out. Here's a big power threat. Larry Walker. 2 on, 1 out. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Duke Snider. Stays alive.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
liner. Yelich makes the play. Both runners tagging. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in. Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Palmeiro, the runner at third. Walker at first. 2 out of the inning. The next offering misses. And the count's even at 2. At the belt and fires.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got it. And that's the third out. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Bottom of the first. Our starting pitcher in this one, number 52. What's the word on him?
Oh, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Next pitch downstairs. 2-1. Kicks and deals. And now it's 3-2.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Willie McGee with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now the left fielder, number 6. The pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Check on the runner. McGee back in standing. Out there to center. Minoso, a couple of steps in. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now.
Shortstop, Arcade Vaughn.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Arky Vaughan. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Grounded to third, could be two. Over to Altuve. And it's a double play to end the inning. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. So up now for Kansas City, number 8. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Line drive, caught!
Batting it, the catcher, Jorge.
Here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. This guy's kind of a unicorn in today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. And a pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that ball.
One gone, runner at first. Here's Alex Bregman. Right-hander kick steals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, right side. Boots it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 1-2 now. Altuve waits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Minnie.
So first and second with 2 outs. At the plate, Minnie Minoso. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Back there. And it's off the wall. Runner around third in to score. Now a relay to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. And they lead by 3.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Rafael Palmeiro will hit next. Righty delivers. And now the count is even.
I got to count 2-2.
The pitch stays alive. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
And a pitch. And now it's filled up. Minoso at second with 2 down. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 2 down. Now it's the power speed combo. Larry Walker. Left-hand batter waits. This one in the air center field. Gomez drifts towards it. And that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Here's some real power at the plate. Christian Yelich. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Next pitch misses. 3-1 now.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a guy is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially the guy's earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
Next offering is fouled back. To his left, knocks it down. And he beats it. He's safe.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Ken Caminiti digs in now. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Right side. Walker pulls it down, and there's one down.
Batting 6th, the second baseman, number 35.
Number 35 getting ready to hit. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And now the lefty, Yelich goes. Pitch misses inside. Throw. Save. Osana too late with the throw.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
They say it went. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage.
Oh, now this ball gets down. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Carlos Pena.
Now, Carlos Pena. Big-time power. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Kicks and fires. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Number 22 at third. Number 35 on at first with 2 down. On the ground, right side. They take the force out. Inning over. Guardians strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. And to the plate for Kansas City, Duke Snider.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning threw a lot of pitches.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So here's Murphy now. Next one misses. Full count now. No outs. Runner on second. Liner caught at second.
Now batting, number 8.
And next up for the Royals, number 8.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Gomez under it. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge.
So up next, Jorge Posada.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
And the pitch. That one drilled left field. Way back there. And it's gone. Home run. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Alex Bregman. Foul ball there.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The wind and the pitch. Stays alive. Righty to the plate. Bregman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Two-run shot for the Royals this inning. And the lead is now 5-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now Jonathan Lucroy. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. The wide to kick the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And it goes just foul. And he deals. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Here comes a pitch. Ripped on a line. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Willie McGee digs in for the Guardians. Single to right in his first trip. Next pitch is outside. Runner at second, nobody out. And that one ripped into right. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
The batter.
Number six digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's 5-1. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Next to hit, Arky Vaughan. The pitch. Number 51 on third. Number 6 on at first with nobody out. And here it comes. Down the right field line and a base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Runner from third comes across. It's 5-2. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
now it's Christian Yelich. Here's a 1-1. Next offering is outside. Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Hit hard on the ground is short. Base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now here is Ken Caminiti. The pitch. Base hit and a run in to score. Now a relay to second, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Stepping in, number 35. Ball to strike. That one is absolutely belted way back there. And that's going to be a double, and it'll score 2. One runs in, cut off, now a throw home. Tag, safe at home. And it's 6-5. And here is Carlos Pena. Cleveland up a run, looking for more.
Ball 3.
That's off the mark. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with a punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Man at second. Started to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he went, says Larry Bullard.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now the center fielder, Carlos Gomez. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner leads away at second. That just misses, and that's ball 3. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Jonathan Lucroy at the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Next pitch is popped up. Altuve slings to first. That ends the frame. So in the end, 10 men come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 6, Royals 5. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jose Altuve. And the righty deals. Out to short. Not in time. He's safe.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down the line and got the infield knock.
Here's the left fielder, Minnie Minoso. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. Altuve runs. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The first baseman, number 25, Rafael Palmeiro.
Digging in, Rafael Palmeiro. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one is deep, and it's gone! Rafael Palmeiro with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
New pitcher on here, number 66. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, I think that what makes him so tough against left-handers is he hides the ball for a long time. And from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
So digging in, Larry Walker. He's 0 for 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Next pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Lucroy collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 7-6 ball game. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the fourth, and here is Willie McGee. Kicks and deals. Up the middle, and there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
No outs, runner at first. And up next for Cleveland, number 6. And a pitch. There's a strike. Move to first, and he's back in easily. Nobody out, runner at first. Stays alive.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
The pitch. In the air, left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off, throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfect. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
And the batter now, Arky Vaughan. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Yelich at the dish. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third and 1 out. Couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
The pitch. And they're all loaded up.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
2 outs, bases full. Number 35 digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to third. That's the inning. 3 left for the Guardians. They're right in it, though. It's 7-6. And welcome back. And now, Daniel Murphy. High fly ball, right field. 1 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The batter, number 8.
So up now for Kansas City, number 8. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Next offering is downstairs.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swings and misses, and 2 away now.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Posada.
Next is the Royals catcher, Jorge Posada. On the ground to short. Tosses to first, and that is that. Royals bats are quiet there. They'll try and hold on to their 7-6 lead. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Carlos Pena. The wind to the pitch. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Rolled over to third. Bregman to first. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Gomez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
And he reluctantly takes his walk.
And here's the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
Gomez, the base runner at first with one out. Got him swinging. 2 gone.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next pitch is popped up. Altuve makes the play, and that is the third out of the inning. One left for the Guardians. Down a run and a tight one. It's 7-6. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's Alex Bregman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And he deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 9,
Minnie Minoso steps in for the Royals. Bregman runs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Left-hand batter waits. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 7 and the Guardians 6. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dontrelle Willis, trying to protect this lead.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Back now at Progressive Field. Now the number 2 hitter, number 6. The wind of the pitch.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The 1-2. And now 2-2. Bullpen action for the Royals. Number 57 is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. Goose getting cranked up as well. On the ground. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Archie Vaughn.
Archie Vaughn digs in for the Guardians. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt. Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a blue pit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
1 down, and now it's Christian Yelich. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Next pitch misses way outside. Two down. That one hit to right. Walker settles under it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ken Caminiti.
Ken Caminiti now at the plate. The switch hitter batting right. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Vaughn off of first with 2 away. And he chases that one. Out number 3. Guardians lead 1. They're right in it, though. It's 7-6. Back here at the ballpark, stepping in the long ball threat, Larry Walker. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. One, 2 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Here's the center fielder, Duke Snider.
Duke Snider.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Charlie Hawk appears to be getting loose. Here's a 1-2.
Ball in.
just misses with that one.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And now the lefty downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And a pitch. Snyder runs. And a count 1-2. And here it comes. Got him. And there's 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way.
Now batting,
but that time, a little anxious.
Now it's the shortstop, number 8. 2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fought off foul. Here's a 2-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
At the belt and fires. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Royals lead 1 as they still lead by 1 at 7-6. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 7th, stepping up for the Guardians, number 35.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Next offering is fouled back. Line drive. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Minoso with a quick throw back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now it's going to be Carlos Pena. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. The pitch. Stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
So the tying run at second. Got a good eye there. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And there's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 57. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 57.
First and second, no outs. Carlos Gomez digs in for the Guardians. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Ground ball right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. Carlos Gomez with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Jonathan Lucroy will hit next. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. In comes the run from third, and we're tied at 7 apiece. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well done, drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Willie McGee digs in for the Guardians. That one fouled off, 2-2.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Right-hander kick steals. That's towards center. Snyder on the move. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's now 8-7.
Well, this is a big at bat right here. Nice sac fly to give his team the lead in these late innings.
So up next, number 6.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Gomez, the runner at third. Lucroy at first. One gone.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
1-2 now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The next offering misses, and the count is 2-2. Two on, one out. Pitch misses, ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Down the left field line, base hit. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Brandon Woodruff. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Arky Vaughan. Right-handed reliever. That's a base hit as a run scores.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. Got him looking. Now 2 out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about
Now
for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for Cleveland, Ken Caminiti. 2 on, 2 outs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And the righty deals. Bounce to the left side. To second, Altuve, and that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We look ahead to inning number 8. Guardians 10 and the Royals 7. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Tim Burke. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. Welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jorge Posada.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The 1-1. And that's outside.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Righty delivers. Fouled off. He was late. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His second of the year. It's 10-8.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now it's Alex Bregman. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. And they get Bregman for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jose Altuve steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 2 gone.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now the left fielder, Minnie Minoso. Two down, nobody on. Strike 2. Here comes the pitch. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. That misses. 2-2. And a pitch. Stays alive. The pitch.
Yeah, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Yelich racing over to make the catch, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's down to 2 at 10-8 now. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, number 35. The wind and the pitch. High in the air, out to right. Walker under this one. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 34, Carlos.
So digging in,
Pena.
Carlos Pena. The pitch. And that one in the air, center field. Snyder on the move. And it's caught for the out.
The center fielder, number 27, Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez digs in for the Guardians. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In the air, foul off first. Palmeiro makes the catch, and that'll do it. 9th inning coming up. Guardians 10, and the Royals 8. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Koji Yu, on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget. All set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter now, Rafael Palmeiro. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Righty to the plate. Good eye right there.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Tosses across the first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
The right fielder, number 33, Larry Walker.
Larry Walker digs in now. On the ground, out to short. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
The center fielder, number 4, Duke Snyder.
So the throwing error puts a runner at first. Duke Snyder steps in for the Royals. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air out to center. Gomez moving under this one. Pulls it down and there's two gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Daniel Murphy. Down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And this one